Last year I came to Paxos in Greece on holiday. I loved it so much, I've come back again. So here's another video, and this time we'll have a bit more look around the island. So in Greek mythology, the god Poseidon wanted somewhere peaceful to come with his wife. So he struck the island of Corfu with his giant trident and created Paxos. And boy, was that a good idea. Getting to Paxos is a little bit tricky. First of all, you have to fly to Corfu. Then, from the port at Corfu, get on a ferry like this, and about an hour and a half later, you arrive here at the little harbour in Gaios. But boy, when you get here, is it worth it? You do get quite a lot of day trip boats coming to Paxos, and here are some just departing. They've probably had a bit of lunch and they're off. There are two beaches within easy access of the town centre. I'm going to the first of them now for a swim, and on the way you get some pretty stunning views. So a word then about Lakka's beaches. Basically there are two of them. This first one is about 100 yards away from the town. So this is my favourite beach here, the first beach you come to. It is pebbly, but go out 2 or 3 yards and it's soft and sandy. Wonderful. Another 200 yards or so further on is beach number 2, but at the end there's a wonderful little beach cafe. So here's the second beach, and also that little beach cafe. So this little beach cafe or taverna is one of my favourite places to come, and as you can see, the views you get from the terrace while you're eating their nice food are just amazing. So I've had a long steep climb up from the beach taverna. The Harini beach taverna is very hot up here, but once here the views are spectacular back across to Lakka, and as you can see, the colour of the ocean here, quite remarkable. So here's something I haven't tried yet, a local bus journey. I'm at the bus stop in Lakka and I'm going to go to Loggos. Should only cost a couple of quid, takes about 10 minutes, so let's give it a go. Well, you can see the bus departing there. That was pretty straightforward. Return fare as well, €4, and the bus goes pretty slowly, so you do get a good view of everything as you're sitting on it. So here we go, just before sunset. This is a look at Loggos. So that has been my little look at Loggos. at sunset. Really beautiful. Lakka is a lovely little town, more like a village, I would say, really. It's where I've been staying on this holiday, so let's have a little look around it. When it comes to eating and drinking in Lakka, you really are spoilt for choice, but among my favourites for a cheap eat is this wonderful little bakery here, which you'll find right near the seafront. So I'm at another favourite place on the seafront. This is Romantica Bar. And a lot of the seafront locations are quite expensive. This is pretty reasonable and a view to die for. Beers are about the standard, about £4 for a large beer. And at night, they have some wild parties sometimes. And incidentally, all the places I recommend will be in the show notes below. And while we're on cafes, here's another one with another pretty good view. This is called Funnies, right on the seafront. Good too. So this is a really popular local restaurant. It's called Arriva. And here's the kind of view you get right on the seafront when you eat here. Very popular, family run. Fish is fantastic. Recommended. So this time I'm going to recommend to you a little very authentic Greek restaurant. It's called PaxiMadi, P-A-X-I-M-A-D-I. You'll find it right at the end of the seafront. It's inexpensive, the Greek food is really authentic, the staff are really nice, and it's my find for this holiday. There are really two little squares in Lakka. This is the first one. And it's pretty small actually, but it contains my favourite cafe, which I would highly recommend while you're here. But the reason I'm mentioning it is because this little cafe is just a gem. And every night, after I've eaten, wherever I've eaten, I come here for a coffee and a Greek brandy. The people who run it are fantastic. A lot of local people here too, and it's wonderful. So check it out. So just behind me, the main bus station in Gaios, because that's what we're doing today, a visit to the main town, Gaios. Let's see what it has to offer. So lots of mazy little streets here, more so than Lakka I think, and of course lots of tourist shops as well. So Gaios is quite a bit bigger and busier than Lakka. The main seafront is a lot longer, and well, the best way really is to show you. So here are some scenes from around Gaios. The walk along the seafront is really long here, and over there, I'm not going to walk all the way over there, but is the port where I first arrived. So I'm back at the little cafe where I started this morning. I do like Gaios. It's a lot busier than Lakka, a lot more people, more choice of places to eat and stuff, but it is a little bit touristy as well. If you're coming to stay in Gaios, you'll love it, but do make time to take that bus trip to Lakka as well, because you'll like that equally. So as I said before, Lakka really comes alive at night, and I'll show you how. So as the sun goes down on Lakka, I'm really sad to say the sun has also gone down on my holiday here. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It doesn't matter whether you stay in Gaios, Lakka, which I personally love, or Loggos. They're all fantastic. This is a beautiful island, and if you want to see what I would call the real Greece, quiet, unspoilt and beautiful, consider a holiday here.